guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today we are going to do a makeup challenge. Today's challenge is to do a makeup look using makeup so that you look your worst. So as a little add-on first to this video, I am still in my pajamas. This is all for fun and games. This is not meant to bash any brand or anything like that because all the products I'm using are products that I actually really do love. So it's not a bashing type of video, it's just all in fun and games. So if you don't like this type of video, that's okay. I have plenty of other videos on my channel. This is more or less just to play, okay? So let's get started making an awesome makeup look. You guys ready? So I'm gonna first start with my hair because my hair, I just woke up. I'm still in my PJs. I'm wearing my Victoria's Secret PJs. So I'm going to fix my hair. So the first thing I'm gonna do is take it down out of my little bun here. You guys can see that it's not been brushed yet. It looks so beautiful. So this is my hair when I first wake up. It's still a little wet because I washed it right before I went to bed. So I'm going to get it styled. So instead of using a comb, because who needs that? So I'm just going to kind of smush it up a little bit here. And then I'm going to put some dry shampoo in because dry shampoo is always helpful to give yourself some texture to your hair. So let's go ahead and give us some dry shampoo. So just a little bit. Don't go too far, okay? Just put a little bit of this stuff in your hair. And it really makes your hair feel nice and good. So we use the Ebates dry shampoo. Now we're going to go ahead and start styling my hair. So we're going to first go ahead and grab our little clip here. Do you guys remember these clips? These clips are pretty amazing. So I'm going to stick one in this way like this because I'm trying to make a really awesome hairstyle today because, hello, we need to look amazing. So here is the first clip. We can drop a little bit of that dry shampoo in a little bit if you want to, or you can kind of leave it and just let it set for a while and then rub it in later, or you can leave it if you're trying to like maybe disguise that your roots are growing out. That's what I'm going to do. My roots are growing out a little bit, so I'm just going to disguise it. So then I'm going to grab another piece here and we're going to clip it to the side. So we're going to get this piece over here clipped. So we've got the little clip thing. Again, we got two of these going. So we're going to clip this over here. Maybe. Okay, I think we got it clipped. Nope, we missed it. All right, somehow we're gonna get this clipped here. All right, so now we got it clipped. So my hair is looking pretty rad if you ask me. But to ensure that it's not gonna fall, I'm gonna put a little hairspray because I don't want it to go anywhere because I'm looking pretty fabulous. So let's put some hairspray in here. Let's do this. We've got the John Masters going on. I recently tried this in a sample Sunday series and I loved it. So I think it does an amazing job for holding your hair up. So now that my hair is looking pretty fabulous, we're going to start on our makeup. So now that we got hair done, let's get started. So I'm going to start by using some what is this called? Correcting creams. So I'm going to use some correcting creams. So I do have some dark under eye circles, so I thought maybe we'll go in with this shade right here to kind of like conceal a little bit. So we're going to put a little bit of this here, and we're going to mix some of these shades too because why not? So we're going to put a little purple. And then you can blend this in with your fingers. Blend it in real good like that. I'm just gonna go in two-fingered. I'm gonna grab a whole bunch here. Get some more. I'll grab some purple. Just because, you know, when you're correcting, you want to make sure you're using the right colors. So I might as well use them all because I don't really know what color I need. So I'm just gonna use a bunch of colors. We'll figure it out, right? And I have a little bit of redness going on, so I'm gonna put a little bit of that going on down here. So I'm just gonna cover my redness. And don't worry, this will all blend in, and you know, we'll make it look pretty fabulous here. So rub this in, yeah, and then we gotta get a little bit on the forehead here because I got a little bit of redness going on here. So I'm gonna rub that in. So that's good and ready to go now. I need to grab a little cloth here because I got it on my fingers and I don't really want to be wiping that on my clothes because, you know, I'm in my PJs, so I don't want to mess them up. So now I'm going to go ahead, oops, I probably should have primed my face first, so we're gonna go ahead and do that anyway. It doesn't matter, you don't have to do it in the right order. You really don't. So we're going to go ahead and go in with this Cover FX. This is the Custom Enhancing Drops and this in the shade Halo. So I like using this because it gives my skin like this brightness all over. So I'm just going to kind of pat this all over here. Pat, pat, pat. Looking pretty fabulous. Look how good I look already. I mean, come on. This is looking so fantastic. So rub that in. Got that going on now. Now we'll go ahead and take our little brush here because, you know, you want to blend a little bit of this in, so you don't want to just like let it sit. So we're going to use this brush. This was like Oprah's brush, like the one that she loved for the year. I think it was like on her wish list or something. What was that? It was like Oprah's few of her favorite things or something like that. It's a really awesome brush. It really, really is. So just get all this like kind of covered in now. See, look at that. See, it blends in real nicely. Can't even tell we put much on. We're ready for foundation now. So now I'm going to go in. I really love the Covergirl Ready Set Gorgeous foundation. I'm typically, because it's winter, I'm typically in the shade 120, but I want to look darker because it's winter and I'm feeling like I'm so sick of seeing snow. I want to look darker. I'm going to look like I've been at the beach. So we're going to put a little bit of this on, and we're just going to put that on my hand here. Just a little bit. You don't need too much. We're going to put that on. We're going to kind of blend it with our fingers a little bit. You can blend it with your fingers, you can put it with a brush, however you choose to do it. It's all up to you. So I'm just kind of blend it like this because it's such a good foundation. So, and there we go. Look at that. It's looking pretty amazing already. I mean, I think I look pretty awesome. So now I need to go ahead and hydrate my skin because I do have very dry skin. So one of my favorite things for hydration is the MAC Fix Plus. So I love using this. You can use it sparingly or you can use it a lot. Let's go real close to the face here because when you get real close, it really helps you out a little bit. So I'm going to get super duper close. So yeah. Now see how good that's looking? I might have to zoom you guys in a little bit because I don't think you can actually see the full effect here. Don't get in your eyes because it will burn a little bit. So I'm going to zoom you in a little bit. So this is what we're looking like so far. I feel like we're looking pretty fantastic, honestly. I feel ready to go for the day. I feel like if my husband came home and he was like, hey, let's go for a date night, I'd be like, ready. So now I'm going to go ahead and we need to dab a little bit because I feel like we might have just used a little too much. Not too much, but we've got a lot of powder products we still need to use, so we need to get that dried. So let's go ahead and fan some of that off. Fan. Now I'm going to go ahead and bronze my face, and I typically would use like the the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. So I'm going to use a little bit of that, but I'm going to use this first because I want to kind of bronze all over because I feel like we're looking a little pale. And like I said, I really want to look like I'm ready to go for the winter because I'm sick of winter. I don't know about you guys, but I'm just sick of winter. So we're just going to use this big old fluffy brush. What is this brush? This is an e.l.f. brush. So we're just going to use this big old fluffy brush here and we're going to bronze all up. Do it all over. You don't have to do it in one specific place. You can, or like if you want to contour with it, you're more than welcome to. I'm just going to kind of do it all over. There we go. We're looking pretty fantastic, honestly. So there we go. That's all good and covered. I'm looking so glowy. I feel very glowy today. I feel like pretty good. Now I'm going to go in and do a little bit of contouring because you guys know I'm so fantastic at contouring. I'm going to use the Kat Von D Shade and Light, and I'm going to use this e.l.f. brush right here. This is like a little shader, like a contour brush. So I'm going to go into the deepest shade. I typically would use like one of the lighter shades, but like I said, I want to look really, really dark. Got a little powder kick up here. That's all right. We're just going to contour, bring it down, and that looks pretty good. That looks pretty fantastic, honestly. I mean, you can blend it out if you want to, and then I'm going to do a little nose contour here. I want to make my nose look as small as I possibly can, so I don't want a big nose. I want my nose to look smaller. So contour right here. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. So you can go in now and you can contour anything else you need to contour. Like you want to contour your cheekbones a little bit, so you can do that. Kind of give yourself a really awesome look. Sometimes, like, instead of going against the grain, like, you know, because I've got all these wrinkles right here on my forehead, sometimes I like to kind of go lightly over those wrinkles. And I'm like, you know what? Why not just accentuate them? Because they're there, so let's just show them off. So let's just rub a little bit of this here. Because this really helps to, like, bring them out a little bit more. Especially if you, like, fold your face like you're wrinkled, like you're, like, a little mad. Put a little bit of this on right now. And then see, you got a consistent wrinkles now. You got constantly, you'll have wrinkles. So that just looks fantastic. So now we're going to go ahead and go in with blush. We'll do eyes last, guys. Because we're so good at the face makeup, I don't think we're going to mess up too much in the eyes either. So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to use this blush right here. I love this blush for the winter. I think it's a beautiful shade for the winter. This is the Laura Geller Baked Gelato Vivid Swirl in Plumberry. So it looks like this. It's gorgeous. I'm going to use one of my favorite brushes to use for blush. This is the Besame blush brush. So I'm going to go in here, and typically I would just go in very lightly because this is a pretty crazy shade here. But, you know, I want to look darker because it's winter and I'm sick of looking so pale. So I'm going to go in pretty dark. I'm going to blend that in with my contour because you want to blend, blend, blend. You don't want to let those colors just be by themselves. You want to blend them out. I feel like this brush isn't giving me as much because it's a very light brush. I feel like I need a little bit more, so I'm going to go back in with the brush that I used for foundation. I'm going to dip into that just a little bit with my brush here. Dip, dip, dip. And then, oh yeah, now it's better. That's looking better. See? Sometimes you just got to change out your brushes. Sometimes it's not the product itself, it's just the brush that you're using. So I feel like that helped out a lot. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. And typically I like to use like a brow pencil, but today, since I feel like, you know, we're going a lot more deeper, we're looking a lot more bronzed and ready for the summer, I'm going to go ahead and make my brows match my deep shades that I've got going on here. So going to actually put my brows on with my Kat Von D pencil. My Kat Von D, this is the Lock-It, what is this called? The Tattoo Liner and Trooper. So you can use this if you really want, if you have really deep dark brows, you can use it for brows if you want to. Sometimes it's fun to kind of draw your brows on, so you can draw them in a little bit. So you make them a little bit bigger because my brows are kind of small, so I like to make them a little bit more intense because I feel like they're just not very intense. So this is what I like to do. I like to kind of draw them in a little bit more and give myself like some bigger brows because bigger brows looks really good on my face. So let's go ahead and do this other side here. And you don't have to make a match because, you know, they're sisters, they're not twins, or they're cousins, they're not twins, so they don't have to match. So if you want to go bigger or if you want to go smaller, you can. You do it however you want to. We're just going to kind of wing it out some because we want them to look as realistic as we possibly can. So we're kind of going on now. They're looking pretty fantastic. So how do you guys think that looks? I think it looks pretty fantastic, honestly. I feel like this is my best brow day I've had for a while. I feel like it looks pretty good. Now back in high school, I want to tell you guys, when I was in high school, as like when I was kind of like a class clown, and I would go to school and I would paint my teeth black with my mascara just to kind of make it look like I was missing teeth or something like that. And I found that, you know, sometimes it just looks good on me because, I don't know, it just does. So I'm going to clean off my teeth here using my little cloth. I'm going to dry them off a little bit. I got to get my teeth ready. I got to get them ready. Using this really awesome mascara. This is the Double Decker from Butter London. Okay. You can do it as long as you want or as least amount as you want. I wouldn't recommend doing this and eating it or anything, so you kind of want to not really swallow too much because I'm not sure if the ingredients are actually edible. So I don't recommend eating this. Just kind of keep your mouth open like this for a while and then you'll be okay. Just let it dry and then don't eat it, okay? Now I'm going to go ahead and move on to lips. So her lips, I'm going to use the Ciate Glitter Lip. This is really cool for like the holidays. So let's go ahead and do her lips. Oh, first we need to outline because I typically don't use a lip pencil. So instead I'm going to use my Kat Von D. This is the Kat Von D in Love Stick. This is a really beautiful shade. I'm going to use it to outline my lips. So here we go. I'm going to give myself, I'm kind of making them look a little fuller because my lips are like not very full. So I want that full, you know, Kylie Jenner look. So there we go. They're outlining pretty good. They look pretty realistic now, don't you think? I think they look very good. Looking pretty hot. And sometimes you're going to go ahead and like conceal your lips out, so you can use a little concealer to like get rid of the color that you have on your lips so that your lip color will pop a little more. So this is my favorite concealer. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. I love this concealer. My teeth are like, they're not doing so well, so I may have to redo those. That might have to be another step. I have to go back and like touch them up. That's okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Ciate Glitter Lip because this stuff is really cool. You put it on and then you let it sit. You can't close your mouth right now because you gotta let it set. So since we drew outside the lines, it's okay because we can go outside the lines now. And that's okay. We can go however we need to because we kind of made them look bigger. And that's what I wanted. I wanted really big full lips. So looking pretty good. Okay, so I stayed on my liner, I feel like. So it looks pretty good in my opinion. I feel like it's looking pretty fabulous. So gonna let that dry for a little bit and then we can press our lips together and we'll get some glitter on them. That's gonna be so cool. Now I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids, and to prime them I'm just going to use my Naked Skin concealer because it works really good for as primer as well. So I'm just going to prime them. And then because I feel like this isn't really going to cancel out enough, I'm going to go in with my Anastasia. This is the Anastasia Stick Foundation in Fawn. I like to contour with this one, so maybe we can contour my eye shape a little bit with this. That's what we can do. You can contour your eye shape. Try not to mess up your brows that you work so hard on, because that was really hard work. You don't want to mess that up. So we can go down a little bit too and conceal a little bit there. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. Now I got that all done, so I need to just tap that in a little bit. Yeah, tap, 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 tap. Tap it in. There we go. Now it's got it all tapped in and we got it all like worked together. So now I'm going to go ahead and set my eyelids. I'm going to use a palette that I've been recently using and I really love it. This is the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. So this is really pretty. So we're going to use this to do my eyelid today. So I'm going to go in with my brush and I'm just going to set my eyelids. I typically would use this to set my eyelids, and I think I want to be a little bit untypical today, so I'm going to go in with the black and set my eyelids. So I'm going to go in like that and we're going to set the lids. Oh yeah. See, like that really canceled out any kind of discoloration I had going on. There's none now. You can't see any kind of discoloration going on, which is what I was going for. So going to go over and do the other side. So yeah, that's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty fantastic. All right. Yeah? Yeah? What do you think, guys? I think it looks pretty good. So now I'm going to go in with another shade. I'm going to go in with this gold, this bronze right here. I'm going to use that on a fluffy brush. You should really use this on like your finger or like a flat brush. But we're going to use a fluffy brush because we're not worried about fallout today. So we're just going to blend that up into the crease. Looking pretty fantastic. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this looks really good. Now I need to put a color to pop on my center of my lid, so I'm going to use the Fairy shade right here. Ooh, I think I might have messed up my shade there. That's not good. So let's put a little bit of this here. Don't worry if you get it below your eyes a little bit, because we can blend that in, no worries. All right. So there's how we're looking so far. I feel like we look pretty fancy, honestly. I feel really good in this eye look today. So now I need to go ahead and do some color underneath, because I feel like we need to do my lash line. So I typically would use a smaller brush, but today we're going to use a bigger one, and that's okay. You can use whatever brush you want to. I'm going to use this one here. This is a Morphe M433. So I'm going to use this to do my lash line. Get close to it. Yeah. Okay. You can tap off if you want to. I probably really don't have to tap off because I feel like there's not that much fallout. So okay, that's looking really fantastic. I feel really, really good now. Now I'm going to go in and do my highlight. So for highlight, I'm going to use this Ofra palette right here. This is the Ofra Nikkie Tutorials Everglow. I love this palette, but typically I would use like these two shades as my highlight. So today, since we've gone a little bit more suntan bronze, so we're going to use the shade right here. I'm going to use that to highlight, and we're just going to use my finger and fluff it on. We'll blend it out a little bit. It'll be okay. And we'll do it here too. And you can highlight down the center of your nose too if you want. So you can use that same shade, or you can mix shades. Just be careful if you mix shades. You might mess up your makeup. So just be careful. So we're just going to do it that way and do a light and then a dark. So that's how that looks. That looks pretty good. Okay, now as far as lashes go, for lashes, I'm not really bothered about putting mascara on because I really think the focal point today is the eye look, but we will go ahead and put a little mascara on. Like I said, this is a really, really good mascara. This is the Butter London Double Decker. Really love this mascara. So I'm just gonna put it on. You guys know I'm so good at mascara, so I can just kind of put it on however, because you guys know I'm always gonna make such a great, oh, I got it in my hair a little bit. Oh, that's a good idea. Just in case you really want to darken your hair up a little bit, you can darken it up a little bit too, so you can do that as well. You can use mascara for so many things. Like you can change anything you want to on your face with your mascara. So Again, I mean, I'm so good at mascara. I feel like I'm doing such a fantastic job. I'm not getting it on my lids at all. Like, not at all. Like, I feel like I'm doing such a fantastic job. If you do happen to get in your lids and you really don't want it there, just take a Q-tip and like wait till it dries and then take it off. Okay. So we've got my mascara done. I feel really glamorous now. I feel super glamorous. So the next and last thing I'm going to do is go back in and like fix my teeth because they're kind of fading off because I'm probably eating it, and that's probably not the best thing. So don't eat it, guys. Okay. Alright, so my teeth are fixed. My lips are done. My highlight is hopping. I feel like I could use a little more highlight, guys. Let's go in with a little more highlight. Let's use the brush and we'll go in with a little bit more highlight here. We'll get the brush and we'll go in here. And let's highlight underneath here because you want to accentuate your contour. So I want to go there a little bit. And then here a little bit. And if you really want to, if you feel like this is not blended enough, you can always go in with your brush and you can blend everything in a little bit. Even your eye look can be blended some too, because, you know, blend, blend, blend. It always makes everything look better. So that is my completed look today. I hope you guys enjoyed my Lick Your Worst challenge. Anyway, this is all good and games, guys. This is not meant to hurt anybody. I saw PiinkSparkles do this as an old video that she did, and I was inspired to do it because if you guys don't know me in real life, this is my real life personality. I'm really goofy, so I like to play around. I like to be silly. I will insert a picture and show you guys that I actually really did paint my teeth like this in high school, and I would go to high school like that. Not sure why I did it. I have no idea, honestly. But I feel like we had a little fun today. We created a really romantic look. Like, I feel like I'm ready for date night. What do you think? What do you think, guys? I think I'm ready. I think we're ready for date night. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. It's not, like I said, it's not meant to bash any brand because all the products I use today are brands and things that I really do love. So these are things that I am actually really in love with right now. So kind of like current favorites, using them in a silly way. So it's kind of like that. So anyway, if you have never done this challenge before and you make YouTube videos, I'd love to see you do it because I think it's just kind of fun, honestly. Just let loose and be silly sometimes. It's fun to just be silly. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think of this makeup look. Let me know if you're going to be recreating it because I know you are. Don't lie. Just kidding. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.